We're here with Coronado Mayor-elect Casey Tanaka in his classroom at Coronado High School. Casey, congratulations on your big win in becoming the next mayor of Coronado. What does this mean for you in the city of Coronado?
Well, first, I think this victory means continuity for the city of Coronado. We've had the same mayor, Tom Smizek, for the last 12 years, and I think most people would agree that things are going pretty well in the city of Coronado. And I think I was elected because they want to have a certain amount of comfort that we're not going to see a lot of weird changes and that things are going to stay mostly the same. But the next step, I also think, is that myself and the next city council will need to sit down, review the vision that's been governing this city, and make sure that we're doing the things the way we need to. And if we need to make little adjustments, little tweaks here or there, I think it's incumbent on myself as the next mayor and the next city council to do those reviews and to make little changes where necessary, but to acknowledge that all in all we're a very lucky city and that we should keep doing things mostly the same way.
How are you going to balance your role as Coronado High School educator and mayor of Coronado?
Well, if you understand the structure of local government, you hire people to work full-time. You hire a city manager, you have department heads, and if you looked at the salaries we pay, they're competitive, they're not extreme or anything like that, but a city manager form of government is you hire someone to run the city, that person has a staff. And if you ever go to City Hall and just look around, you'll see a lot of people that work full-time on behalf of the city. The city council and the mayor are a board of directors. We set the policy for the city and we meet with citizens as needed. And the interesting thing that your new mayor and everyone else will have in common is most people have day jobs. And so when we need to meet and talk about the city, most of those meetings can be scheduled around our convenience. So there won't be a big change. I'll be teaching full-time just as I was before as a councilman. Certainly there'll be greater demands of my time now as mayor, but most of the things we do in a routine way in the city of Coronado can be done in the afternoons or around whenever is convenient for us. There are going to be times and events where I'm needed at 9 a.m. or I'm needed at noon or I'm needed whenever, and when those occasions arise, we certainly will deal with them. And I have the flexibility in the job that I have to be able to make those commitments as well. But it'll be business as usual. That this city of Coronado has hired people like me to be the mayor before, and you aren't going to see any unusual changes that way. And most of the business of this city is routinely done when it's convenient for everyone.
Now, you currently do sit on city council. Who determines your city council replacement for your seat?
Well, I will be sworn in as the next mayor on December 2nd. That's the first Tuesday in December. We will have a new councilman sworn in that day, Michael Woody. My seat will become vacant when I'm sworn in as the mayor, and that means that the next city council initially will have 4 members instead of 5. It will be up to the 4 of us of the next city council to make the decision of how to fill the vacant seat I'll be leaving behind. The basic ways that you could fill that seat, the 4 of us could decide to fill the remainder of that term by appointment. We could decide to hold a special election. We could appoint someone in the interim and still hold a special election. Those are the 3 main ways to do it. Either appoint someone, hold a special election, or appoint someone and also have a special election. There isn't a simple answer to that question in that it's not up to me, it's up to the 4 of us who will make up that new city council to make that decision. I will say that I think it's imperative that a special election be held one way or another to fill that seat. One of the things that I have heard is that the earliest a special election could be held would be in June. And so that next city council will have a decision to make about whether or not will be a 4-person city council until June or when the next person is sworn in, or do we make an appointment and deal with it that way. So I can't answer that now. We'll have to wait until that new city council's impaneled to know exactly that. And if there's any way to hold a special election before June, I'm going to push for that because I don't personally see any reason to wait that long. But if the state's rules require us to wait till June, then that's the decision we'll have to work on.
Any other message you'd like to add to the folks who are watching this in Coronado?
Well, just my great thanks. It's the honor of a lifetime to know that the residents of this city have faith in me to be their next mayor. So to my supporters and to the people who didn't support me, just know that you'll have my best efforts.
Well, thank you very much again for taking the time to sit down with eCoronado, and congratulations on being the next mayor of Coronado.
Thank you very much.